Hello and welcome everyone. We are going live right now on the Going Global page, which is Shine Go Global Impact Investing page. Thank you so much to all of you tuning in. I'm Dr. Aziza Jalaluddin, founder of Shine Go Global, and we are so delighted to have you join us in today's session. It's really an interaction among our teams, among friends who are watching live, and you are so welcome to interact because our conversation is all about going global and having access to markets like Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, India, and the list goes on. But we are very thrilled and excited of our 20 over years of experience in supporting businesses in their globalization journey, in their transformation journey. We have so many social proofs that we have lost count of it. But I am so delighted that we have some amazing people in the room with me. So I want to introduce them as our Shine Go Global partners and team members who have come together, and there may be more joining us. So if you want to join us and you want to put into the chat or comment that where you would like to come online. So we would love you to join in the studio as well. So we'll send you the link. All right. So with that, I want to say thank you and welcome to Anna Ngo, our Shine Go Global shareholder and partner, as well as the founder of Vietnam Go. Welcome, Anna.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Ajiza, and hello to everyone. My name is Anna Ngo. I'm a Singaporean but originated from Vietnam. So I am currently staying in Singapore, and I'm very passionate to support the Vietnamese business owner that wants to bring their product and services beyond Vietnam. So if you want to enter to the global market, do contact me. I'm Anna Ngo from
Yes.
Vietnam.
And you would have got a glimpse of it. She is from BNI. a, a perfect 30-second introduction. Thank you so much, Anna. We just love that the network is so united when it comes to going global. We want to leverage and also complement the kind of partners and shareholders that have come together from various organizations coming together. So thank you, Anna. That was a perfect presentation on that. So, and we'd like to welcome Madam Jennifer Isaac. Thank you for joining us all the way from India.
Thank you, Dr. Ziza, and my pleasure.
Yes, and Madam Jennifer, I think everybody's on LinkedIn and they should be able to go to this amazing people's page and see what level of interaction and what level of commitment and global connections they have been working on. So, Madam Jennifer is a Rotarian. I love that. I want to introduce you as that. The kind of social impact that you've been making. And definitely, I met you through the ICIB, Indian Chamber for International Business, and you are the UAE and USA convener. I think you got two, no?
No, so UAE, I was still March 25. So now I am the US country representative.
Woohoo! That's fantastic. And of course, we're looking forward to welcome you. Of course, you're a partner of Shine Go Global. You run your own successful fintech company, health tech company that's going into fintech, as well as a corporate advisory firm, the Origa corporate
Yes.
advisory from India. Thank you so much for your time from Mumbai.
Thank you.
Yes, and we have our dear team member Brandon who have joined us. He's been very busy in the last couple of weeks putting together the membership drive in an effective way. Welcome, Brandon.
Yep, thanks everyone. Sorry, I was on mute. Very
Yes,
excited to be here. So yeah, and thanks Dr. Aziza for the opportunity to join the community, to help support the growth of the Shine Go Global community through our membership program. So I'm from Singapore. My background is in IT software sales. So I'm very looking forward to connect to business owners in the SME space. If you're looking to go global the right way, look no further. Feel free to contact me, and I'm looking forward to have those fruitful discussions with everyone. Yep.
absolutely. And it's always about how much value we can give to our friends and our passionate business leaders who want to go global. And Brandon, thank you so much for being part of the team and sharing the value with everybody. And we have Bangladesh in the house. Welcome, Ms. Parthiba. Welcome, G, to the room. And we are having a fantastic time. And thank you for holding the torch for Bangladesh. You are connecting us with some amazing people in the country, and we are seeing the beauty of the country and the potential of the country. Thank you for joining us as the partner of Go Global from Bangladesh.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be part of the team and also to discuss on the very, very important topic that can be no later for this current time we are living in, right? We need to be, and what is that is what Shine Go Global brings in about how we need to be a conscious. It's not only about conscious capitalism; it's also about conscious living, right? So from that aspect, I joined the team from Bangladesh, and when I talk well, particularly about Bangladesh, we are also rightly placed at this moment with the transition going on, with the markets being opened up, and there's a lot of universal opportunities inside, and also for the companies to go global. So there's a lot of transition and what to say transformation and systematic shifts happening over here. And I think this time is really very, very important for Bangladesh also to join the journey in the global the global market, and to see how we can grow together, as a team. So I bring in the expertise working in the both private and the development sector. So I have seen closely a lot of development initiatives that is needed for the country. At the same time, how the private sector can play a crucial role in having an inclusivity in the overall spectrum. So I really look forward to go this the widen the spectrum, I would say. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your wonderful share. And when we get into this conversation, everybody be wondering what's going on. So many people, amazing people around the world. What can we do? How can we not have Malaysia in the room? Welcome, Tara, for joining us, our Shango Global partner, as well as the head of business development of GMI International, our shareholding partner of Shango Global from Malaysia. Welcome, Tara.
Hi,
Yes, we can
hi.
hear you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me, Dr. Aziza, and nice to meet everyone here. Brendan, Jennifer, Vahiba, and also Anna from Vietnam. Vietnam Go. All right, thank you,
Yes.
and yeah, I hope that we can have more sharing during these sessions and get to know more what are the events and bring more opportunities for our business. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And today's conversation, and I want everyone to just jump in and just interact based on what are your thoughts around the possibilities of going global and the challenges SMEs face when going global. And in Shine Go Global, as an impact investment community, we have always been focusing a lot in conscious development. So we want to let's look at this. What are the biggest challenge in mindset that you feel entrepreneurs have when talking about going global? I'm sure you met a lot of these entrepreneurs, you yourself as an entrepreneur. What do you feel? Just jump right in. Do
I
I
think
Going out
finance,
of our place.
complexity. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, go on, Tara.
What is go global? Meaning that we not stay at a one place, that we can go further, to share to more people that we want to. Yeah.
Okay, share with more people, but a lot of people do not have the clarity of how they want to share what they want to share. Yes, Madam Jennifer, go ahead.
Yeah. So what I look at it, finance is the major problem which the SMEs face, and competition. Of course, they are not in a position to understand the cultural differences when they move on to the international market. So there are different challenges, be it the language barrier also, which is there, and they also think of how am I going to stand in this market? It's quite difficult. So I do not understand what's the competition that is happening currently in the market. So these are some challenges which definitely any SMEs face.
Yeah. And what else? Yes,
Yeah, so
Anna.
I want to add in this point of view that is I often see from other business owner. Normally, SME they will think that they are not big enough, they are not ready to go global yet. Yeah, so that is one of the barrier and the restriction that's stopping them from going beyond what they want to do and what they really have. So this limitation in belief has really stopped them from doing big. Actually, in order to doing big is very first step that you dare to take forward step is very important. From the
Mm,
0 to 1, I believe that is always more important than from the 1 to 5. Yeah. So in
yes.
order for the uh, those SME that to really take a step forward, to really step out of their comfort zone is very important. And
Yeah.
going global uh, does not limit only for the giant company, for the big company. Yeah, just believe in what you have, and with the right strategy, you can step forward and step into the global market.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I would
know,
just add,
go on,
yes,
go on, go on.
I would just add on that, what happens usually when the entrepreneur they start their journey, they just start they have a dream, and that dream is mostly limited within the country. That is the case. So there's a story of most of the entrepreneurs. So that is why your circle is already fixed when you start the business. So that is why you don't think beyond. So that is the main challenge, which is inbuilt, I would say, where they don't realize as such that what is the main challenge. So when we start a discussion, I'm just talking irrespective of any country. So that thing is not in their mind. That is why when you go and talk to any of the entrepreneur, they will think. Is that really matters. So I'm good in in this country, like as Anna was mentioning, comfort zone. So they have already created a comfort zone, and they know, yes, there is competition, there will be ups and downs, and I can just my competitor will come with new products, new services, then I can also copy paste, or I can come up with something different. But along with this challenge, I just want to add is that there's an opportunity when we go global. Is that, as Jennifer was mentioning about the cultural differences, there's also a lot of things to understand about cultural variations. When the students, when they go to international universities, what do they learn? They come to know about different cultures, right? How people are different, and they become more groomed in their own process. So actually, for an entrepreneur, it's an opportunity to learn different variations across the globe and adopt it also in their own country. So that when you talk about deepening inside or going expanding their business in their own country, it makes a great development for themselves when they come when they cross the borders, when they collaborate with the new partners. So that, I think, that challenge is also, when you talk about the subconscious mind. So something like that, it's in the subconscious level. It doesn't come to the surface, so that people, they don't understand the value in going crossing the borders. Thank you.
That's exactly the big why comes in. Why do you want to go global, right? So this is the biggest question that everybody needs to ask. And the word "go global," like what all of you are saying, is really about the fear. And go global sounds really big. So I always tell people, if you go to Malaysia or India, I can't say Singapore, lah. So, we use the Singapore law for it. So we talk about these countries, even Bangladesh. These are like different places that even expansion from Johor to Penang, or from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, or Fatima, tell me two places in Bangladesh, two extreme places.
Yeah, Chittagong, and then there, Khulna.
Yeah, and of course in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi, right? So it's two different places, and even those expansion has not happened for them. So always when we say go global, is really grow local first, grow yourself, and feel your comfort of really understanding that expansion is not about going out of the country, but out of your comfort zone. I think our ladies spoke really well about that in that space. So the consciousness mind kind of gets in the way, where we are looking at how best the conscious clarity comes in. We always say, open your heart and your mind before the will or the action can take place. So that's one of the reason why in our acceleration program we do a lot of these work on the entrepreneur. And I'm sure Tara and Anna would have some value adds, not only from accelerator program but all our activities that we do. You want to share a little bit about that? And welcome, Mr. Imran. Go ahead. Yeah. What are your thoughts about, opening your mind and all that? How did it impact you?
So actually, in order to being able to receive, right, you have to be get ready to receive whatever is coming to you. So that is one of the value that I have received. Sometimes that things is already at our hand, but we don't even know that that is something so precious that we need to leverage on. That is one of the very big lesson that I have got through the our accelerated program. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. Tara, anything you want to add in? Because you have a very strong success story, like where how you came in and where you are right
Yeah, I always share that. When I came in to be, one of the shareholder in Go Global, and it's a very amazing and never expected that. And yeah, so, but I'm glad to be part of this Go Global. And when I attended this acceleration program, and I learned that what you have shared just now, receive, and everything is just near and surround us. So if we don't open enough, so whatever is ready for us, we won't receive anything good that uh, we are ready for that. Yeah. So when I just attended this program, and this is very amazing, and consciously, um, that what we want, very determined what we want, and just open arm and receive everything that surrounded you. Yeah.
where you are right now, not only as a shareholder, but also now part of a management team of Shango Global, as well as the GMI, Genius Mind International Homeschooling. The whole project has become a baby that is growing so big and beautiful. So congratulations on that as well. So I'd like to welcome Mr. Imran. Welcome to the family. New kid on the block, but not so new.
Hi. I'm so sorry. Apologies. Having a bit of a challenge with the technology at this end, but it's good. It's good. Hi everyone. My name is Imran. You can call me Imran or Guna, whichever works for you. Basically, I'm fully delighted to be part of Shine Glow Global, and of course, doing business and going globally, doing pitching for business is something that I love to do, and I've been doing for several years. I'm also the head of business development and corporate compliance for Shine Glow Global. It's very enterprising to see so many wonderful people coming together for this session. Um, and it's a good kickstart for the success that we are all aspiring to
Yes,
reach. Yeah. So thank you so much, Dr. Aziza, for this wonderful opportunity. And
fantastic.
I'm happy to hear more from everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
we are so humbled. Thank you so much, Mr. Imran. We are so humbled to have you part of the team, a very, what we call the veteran, a social impact leader. That's what I call you. And so what more app can it get when becoming part of an impact investing community? And your journey as a serial entrepreneur working on the people development industry with your dreams to aspire company, and also your contribution in the halal economy is really really exciting. That what you bring to the table is not only the business development, but what's really important, and many people in our community will very much appreciate you, is your corporate compliance a role that you're going to take on with us, and it's really really exciting. So as you can see, dear friends, we have come together for this session. For those of you listening in, you can put in the questions into the chat group, and we just talked about how the mindset or the ability to rise in consciousness is so important when it comes to going global. And definitely the other factor that we always talk about is connection, right? So, what kind of connection is needed when going global or expanding your business? And what do you think the challenges that people face when it comes to expansion? And what are the solutions?
I think if I can take center stage for this, primarily, if you look at me, I used to be an introvert, and the first thing when you talk about business, it's like having cold calls, right? Talking to somebody whom you do not know, and how to create a network when you are at your home or you are in one place. So basically, it all starts with ourselves. We have to go out there and meet people, engage with them. Now, in order to do that, we have to position ourselves. This is something that I tell a lot of people, that positioning ourselves is very important. Where we are, I'm sure you have heard about the story about the mineral water. Where it is where the value is. If it's in the hotel, mineral water can cost you 5 to 6 USD, right? But if it's in a department store, it might cost you merely 80 cents because it's in that kind of environment. So, business, when you talk about going global, I think it's important where we market ourselves and where we position ourselves, even before we talk about the product that we are, aspiring to sell in this market. And network is something that you grow as you meet people. That's how I met Dr. Aziza. You know, our meetup was really fantastic. I mean, we knew someone common for 20 over years, but we never met each other. She was from the primary school, which was just next door to my primary school. We never had the opportunity of meeting each other. It was at a event which I was not even supposed to be there, and I was just called in and I met, and that's where the network started. And we never looked back. So it's where you position yourself. That's the key here. So everyone listening and everyone who's here, I'm sure you need to take the first step forward. Doing business is one thing. You have a fantastic idea. You may be very innovative in what you want to do. You have everything with you. Resources are there. But if you don't take that big step forward, there's no way you're going to do anything. And that's one of the key tagline in my company, Dream to Aspire. It's never too late to dream big. You have to take the first step. I'm so humbly, whatever Dr. Aziza is saying about me, it's actually, I'm very humbled. In fact, the way to go forward for global business is to create community, like how we have created today. When you create community, you meet people of different skills, different strength, and different ethnic. And so when we start to mingle and we network, we will never know where we are going to reach. And that's the key, lah, in terms of global, going global and doing business. The solution is, of course, within us. It's how much we want to reach the sky that we are going to do. We can't do it alone, okay? And we need to make sure that people know us more than what we sell. I always believe, and I'm sure you have heard this, to trust the message, you have to trust the messenger first. So that's the key thing, I like to share today. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Aziza, I just want to have a follow-up question to your question, like across, I would say, not follow-up, across question. And very interestingly, Mr. Imran just ended with that, trust. So I had that in mind when you asked about the opportunity of connection, and what are the challenges lying there. at least I'm not talking about what happened previously, but in the world we are living now, and it is growing, a lot of concern is around trust. We talk, okay, it's the Almighty there, and He will find out the way. That is one thing. But the other part is that we have to explore the right person, right? So, how to do we have any matrix or something around which the which every one of us can have in getting the right partner? Because most of the time, as I fully agree with Mr. Imran talking about, you can't do it alone, and but the fear which Dr. Aziza was talking about, it's not only about going global. Even if you're in your own country, having partnership, trusted partnership, is getting more and more challenging. And I think I'm sure everyone in this spectrum, they are going to agree with that. From that perspective, is there anything we can do as a community? I'm sure, though I asked for some metrics or some some scale, or but trust is something is it's a very soft thing that you can't measure or something like that. But can we do something around this area, because this is becoming more and more concerning, and I would like to raise this in our discussion today. So is that something we can do together, or is that any examples or anything that we can at least tell the audience who are listening right now?
Very powerful question. I feel Jennifer G has something to say. Am I right?
Yeah. So when Dr. Aziza introduced me as a Rotarian, okay, what do you think I should be talking about? I better talk about the four-way test of the Rotary, okay? It talks about the ethical behavior, okay? It talks about the truth. Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Okay, these are the four-way tests of a Rotarian. Okay, so
Mm.
obviously today, if there are all Rotarians out over here, I have that trust factor because you are a Rotarian. I know that you have the ethics. I know I can rely on you. I know I can trust on you. Okay, that's one of the way why all Rotarians are there together. Okay, more than 1.4 million Rotarians are there across the globe. But today, even sitting in India, I can just pick up the phone, speak to somebody in US with just my Rotary ID. Okay, so there's an ID which is given to us. With just that ID, I can get connected to anybody across the globe. And trust me, they definitely give you that response. Okay, see, trusting, it always by default, it takes little time for us to know a person, and then only we go ahead and trust. But here in the Rotary world, people are literally, the ethical behavior is definitely there, so the trust factor increases a little bit more. Okay, now there are a lot of people over here who would be in multiple networking organizations. Let me tell you, when Imran just spoke about the introvert, and then he moving and coming out, Anna is a BNI person, okay, learning in quick 30 seconds. I'm sure every single person first remove the fear from us. You remove the fear in us, be very bold. Obviously, you will enter into a world where every single person is unknown to you all. Okay, unless you go and interact with person, when that fear is not there, you become bold. How will you become bold? You have to go and say hi, hello to somebody standing next to you. Will you be in a position to say that? Start
Yeah.
that. Once you start that, you become a little bold to ask the next question, and that's how a networking starts. Because if you don't keep networking continuously, it's a complete relationship building. If you do not build a relationship, you cannot have that trust. It's a time. Okay, it's definitely, you'll have to give some time. It's actually a different process. It's a different world altogether. And when you are, Dr. Ziza is a great networker, correct, Dr. Aziza? And we've all meeting from different organizations. That's how today, when we are all here right now talking over here, I'm sure we all will get connected again after this particular event, and we will stay connected again and again if we keep talking to each other continuously even after the events. And don't forget that we spoke some time back, we will never build our relation. So trust will only come once we start building this relationship slowly and steadily.
Very well said. Thank you so much for that reminder. And I want to say that there is always a system and a context created, like Rotary, like BNI, like the Accelerated Business School, the Money and New program, like Shine Go Global. There is certain dynamics that we have set up that we know that when we meet somebody from ABC, we kind of, so I happen to be, other than not Rotarian, I happen to be from BNI. So I am part of many other organizations that has also built its own community. For it might be very interesting for you to know that there are so many trusted communities out there. Lions Club is another community. So they come in, and every one of us have a what I call a system created. And that's also something that go global. So if you were to ask me, trust is something that is within me. So I love what the message is. You have to trust the messenger. To trust the message is very powerful. At the same time, do I trust myself enough to trust others? So when I say I trust Almighty, all that is coming to me, then when I meet someone, do I trust them enough because I am showed the path? Number one. Number two, there is also the other part where Don Miguel's 5 agreement, we speak about it. The fifth agreement is be skeptical and willing to listen. So whenever we are listening to something, do we want to come in and say, to ask ourselves, is this really true? And what are the dynamics around it? So as an individual, we take the responsibility to build the ecosystem for us. So right now, as we speak about corporate compliance, about getting into new countries, we are so ready for this. Like if you ask me, if I've been to India, and I have to say India, but Jennifer G, I've been in India since 2010. If I did not continue to trust, I will have stopped going to India long, 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 long ago. And I'll never
True.
step foot other than going to Kanyakumari, our favorite place, right? I will not go anywhere else. But because every time a trust is broken, more systems and compliance features are brought in to tighten the trust, and where else the human cannot go in, that's where the systems come in. So I feel that that's what every organization has done, and I'm so glad that we are tightening our fruit bowl so that we become a safe space for people to come and trust. And we have what we call the ethical, or rather go global guidelines. One of it is speak the truth with compassion, and another one is do not gossip. Gossip destroys organization. So these are simple but yet very powerful dynamics that we bring in. And so those who can't fit into the dynamics will naturally fall off. So the system becomes self fulfilling, self weeding. So that we create a safe space for everyone. Anybody would like to add on to that?
Yes,
Does that
yes.
make sense?
Yeah, I would like to, add on, and come back to the question that was raised. Usually, we try to do things, and we think that we understand, the other party, because that's how trust is built, right? You try to understand the other party, you try to match up the dynamics of the other party to build a kind of conversation, small talks, and then, we want to build. While we are building that, then we realize, or probably they didn't, they break the trust, or they did something that you didn't foresee, and all this. And then you feel that, it's tough. Like what the sister just now said, it's very challenging who to trust, right? Now, I just want to bring back this point. Usually, we fail to be understood before we expect people to understand. What does that mean? That means we ourselves must be understood. Now, in order to do that, we need to be first have that self belief that we are trustworthy. You know, that's how humans interaction works. When people see you for the first time, they always say first impression lasts, right? But how does it last? It can be positive, it can also be negative. If we are not portrayed to be a trustworthy person, or a person who displays confidence and very clear of what we are saying, and we articulate things well, people are going to trust us. Just like how Dr. Aziza is being trusted by people because the way she portrays herself as being trustworthy. That's one thing. The other thing is the environment that you are in. Even if everybody seems untrustable, I mean, they are, I don't trust this person, I don't trust that person. You have to have fact and data to support it. Usually, we make a judgment based on our gut feeling, or we make a judgment based on how we feel the vibes between one party and another party. I don't feel right. Like, say, for example, you meet someone and the person is not dressed properly for an occasion. Just like today. What if someone was just, didn't put on makeup, didn't wear a suit, they're just sitting down there? You probably will not even trust that person because you look at that person and says, he's not dressed properly. But do you think that guy knows about that? The guy doesn't know. Now, once the guy understands that my image, my approach, the way I speak, the way I put myself in front, the way I present myself, that's going to bring trust. Many businesses, when you look at that, they have beautiful ideas. When they go up the stage to present it, you look at the presenter. He himself or her himself, they are not confident. They can't sell it because they are not used to it and they don't have confidence. Now that will kill the trust from the person who's seeing you. Similarly, it will kill your trust towards the other person. So, fundamentally, in order to build trust, you got to be understood, you got to be seen to be trustworthy. And that's the key. Whether after that, like what Dr. Aziza was saying, after that, what happens is it's like insurance, right? You have a main life policy or whatever policy, then you got riders. The riders is to protect you, not to protect the company who's selling the insurance. This is to protect you, right? We always think what, oh, the company is trying to sell me more just to make money. No, it's to protect you. Why would you want to think in a different way? So when we run a business and we want to be trustworthy, we are very clean, we are truthful about what we are doing, we are sincere about it, but we need to have compliance. We need to have corporate governance that will protect us from any malicious act by any party, even if that past party did not think about doing it. But unfortunately, in business, sometimes things go wrong. So your corporate governance plays hand in hand. And of course, one of the key thing is when you are in business, you cannot think that you can do it alone. You need a team, a strong team, and you must be prepared to take criticism, to take feedback, to be consultative, and say that, look, I want to do this with this person. What do you think? And if that good friend says, no, this is not a good deal, think again. So these are the things that will make you stronger and your business more formidable to parties who look at you. So instead of you finding people who I need to trust, you're gonna be shocked. People are going to trust you and going to flock towards you because they can trust you. So it all starts from the individual. That's what I like to add.
Wow.
I just want to add one comment in after listening to Jennifer and Aziza and everyone speak. So it's like this session doesn't seems like an introductory series session for the audience. It's more consulting, thought provoking session for them.
Absolutely. That's how it's
Yeah,
meant to be. Yes, thank you.
it is.
Anna, yeah. Anna, you said
Um,
you say something.
Yes, I have something to add on as well. So actually, I very much agree with what Jennifer and Kuna say. So actually, when we have the trust with the person, the first is our feeling, our gut feeling, how the person present to us. And when the first trust has been started, if we never maintain wealth, the trust very fast gone off, right? So that is where compliance coming in. Yeah, so in order to have the trust, to build up the business, to work together for a long term, we need to, first of all, we have to be synergized. We have to be same energy, have to same direction, same mission, same
Right.
belief. That is very first step. In order for us to thrive together, to be success together, I believe that the agreements that all the parties that get involved in, then we follow the agreements, agree to the agreements. If
Mm.
anyone is the money engine graduates, you will know this term, agree with the agreements. build the compliance. That is how a team should work together and then thrive together. So that's why trust is something that is very important, and to build trust and prolong the trust is much more important for all of the party, different group, different people, different countries, different aspect of the business come in
Yeah,
together and thrive together. That's my
yeah.
thought. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And at the end of the day, it's relationships, and it's the importance of working on the relationship. And it's all, in business, we always talk about, we always say, we connect like this, we can cut off. Sometimes I used to say connect like this, we can also cut off. But, in Shine Go Global, we talk about global peace to global business because we're connecting like this. And hopefully we don't cut ourselves out, because then you will hurt both parties. So this is where the knowledge of the consciousness come in, the human come in. And at the end of the day, both needs to be gelled in together. So we are building relationship like this, so that we are beyond judgments, beyond all these activities, and whoever meant to fall out falls out. And for everybody, we have a tagline. It's very small here. I created this tagline to save my heart. We take you as far as you want to go. So in our Shine Go Global journey, we always tell people how far you want to go. Then we will walk with you, and it's how far you want to go. So if you look back, and I look back and I say, wow, with a lot of people walks a long way. Tara introduced me to our dear Jackie, who has been with us since 2000 and 11, 14, yeah, 11, and more than 14 over years. And he is back in my space, because at that time we had different directions. Then now, with building what we have built, we say, yes, let's be together. And that's why we have appointed him as a co-founder, somebody who just showed up for Shine Go Global, happened to be a co-founder because my late husband loved him so much. He said, like, Jackie's gonna do it with us, and he's back. And so, such a powerful journey Almighty has shown us, like what Brother Imran mentioned, more than 20 years we've known I mean, we are in the same space. We know people that we know, that we know, that we know, but, it's showing up together. So this is why coming together on connection becomes a very strong calling for going global, especially cross culture, cross race, and to respect each other. You all know Shine Go Global is made up of so many different race, language, religion. We are very, very different dynamics. If you see, you'll see Indians, you'll see Malay, you'll see Chinese, you'll see a different religion. Doesn't matter. Our shareholders span all around the world, and partners all around the world. So we're going beyond cultural differences. Being a Singapore entity, we are really very happy that we could create that peace message for everyone to sit in. And as we speak about this, and I want to just round it off, we've spent like almost 45 minutes here. We are talking about visibility. And visibility is so key in going global, and building visibility builds credibility, which is actually trust. The more we are seen and heard, the more we are Googleable. You're hearing this for the first time. Huh? Googleable, you realize that your path going global becomes an ease. And that's why in Go Global we have structured a visibility plan for companies that's coming on board. So we are having an event happening on in June in Sabah. If people want to open Malaysia market, we have Sabah coming in June. We have an event there which creates visibility, and it's a wellness event. If you are in wellness business, we're not going to set you up for a booth. We're going to intentionally create activities that will generate quality leads. We all know how it's like. You set up a booth and then you give out brochures. It's so boring. We don't want to do that. So we are creating lead generation methods that really gets businesses to generate quality leads when they go into new market. And because we have been traveling to Malaysia, Sabah especially, which is about 80 million people access, because Sabah, Sarawak, or East Malaysia gives access to Indonesia, Philippines, and Brunei. So we're literally going to a place, North Borneo, which opens up doors for us. And because our shareholder Cleo and Dr. Jess, who are the founders of SWICE, the Sustainable Holistic Wellness Expo and Conference. Maybe we can put the chat group, if somebody can put into the chat, SWICE, SWWICE.com is an event conducted with conference, with expo, and a retreat to bring in wellness. So we're talking about wellness, tourism, people doing business. This is a great opportunity for you to create visibility there. And through our Shine Go Global membership, you're going to get free access to that. And then on top of that, we're also having the Singapore event. Who'd like to talk about the Singapore event? Anybody? Singapore Asia Business Show? Google
Well, I
Asia
think
Business Show.
more of the networking opportunities. Okay, that's one of the best thing, because anyone who wants to go global should definitely see to it that they are there in this kind of trade shows. Okay, more on industry events. More you keep meeting people, you will keep exploring what kind of businesses, what kind of opportunities are there. You need to understand the market. That's one of the way of you even understanding the cultural differences, or knowing which country are you planning to do, which country is more comfortable for you. So you start, this is a step towards that. Okay, that's the reason it is also set as Asia Business Show.
Yes, and more than 5,000 people attended the last 2 years. And Shine Go Global, we have made the effort, meaning we have invested, to take up a space in called the Going Global Zone. We are investing in our members to grow together. And that's the commitment that we are giving. So if you are joining hands to create visibility from Singapore at Marina Bay Sands and one of the very, very premium space, 27 and 28 of August, you are going to be featured in the website, and you will get leads generated. It's not, again, not just a normal giveaway brochure place. We are very intentional. 2 days of back to back, like what Jennifer G said, networking and lead generation. We will have representatives from various countries showing up, where we will have different, not just speakers, but activities, including activities on money. We're talking about capital market. We have Peter Golson, our Wall Street mentor, coming in, and he will be sharing about the capital market IPO, which is one of our, capital market conscious capitalism is one of our conversations. We will be having conversations around halal ecosystem. Vietnam, we're speaking with the trade office in Singapore to ask them to invite and come and join us. We have representatives planned from Bangladesh. Of course, ICIB is working closely to see possibility of delegates coming in. And of course, tourism, food industry is a big one. So all these players will be featured. So if you go to asiabusinessshow.com, you'll get to see speakers. So you will be featured as a speaker, like all our mentors here will be featured as speakers. So next time you Google, you'll get to see your name featured in Asia Business Show. And that's a great credit for individuals when you come in and you create an impact. And we start marketing you from now. And that's a great space. Of course, in October, we are having another event in Sabah where 40,000 people, B2C event is happening. So all these activities are going to create visibility and credibility around what you are doing and makes your going global journey much more easier. Is that fun or what?
Yep.
Yes, very interesting.
So I would like to add, for those who are thinking small, this is like a big platform. I'm just started a business. This is too many people. This is where you make the mistake. Okay, this is where you should be there to let people know who you are. It's a great opportunity for people to know who you are. Don't think too much about the outcome, because business are not formed based on outcome. It's result oriented. So the solution that Shine Grow Global is giving and the platform that we are creating, I think businesses have to take this as an opportunity to try out. Like, I think one of the sister was saying, how do I trust? Well, this is your opportunity. Go there, stand there, do what you do best, and let people come to you. It's going to be a reciprocal kind of thing. And human growth is always through trigger. It has to be a trigger effect. No business which is lasting today was an overnight success. It's always like a trigger effect. Then you build relationships, you build bridges, then you build a massive network. And I'm sure that this particular 2 days that's going to be in Marina Bay Sands is not just about Shine Glow Global. It's going to be it's like you're going to have people from all sorts of life coming down there, and they're going to just look at what you are doing, and you will never know. You might just meet the right person to ignite, and there you start your business growth. you know we have been there, done that, and I can tell you it's phenomenal. We can't just sit around our playground and say, come, just buy my product. It's not going to work. You got to go there and say, this is me. You want, you come to me, and look at the effect after that. I mean, that's what I would like to add on line, Dr. Aziza, based on the kind of ambition that we have in Shine Glow Global.
Thank you so much. And I think we can sum it up. I really appreciate everybody's time. And if you are watching this video, you can register for the free membership so you can have a conversation with us. We have a non obligatory strategy call and an assessment to see if you really are made to go global. How about that? And, we say showing up is a message that we want to say. Showing up is everything, right? When we show up, we get what we want. And I am very, very blessed and humbled when I think about, from a homemaker trainer to doing what I'm doing right now. It's really about showing up. Every time show up. In Chinese we say ho lian pi, thick skin. Just show up and just be there and do what you're meant to be doing. And definitely you'll get the results that you want. Most importantly, with the clarity that where you want to go, the manifestation will happen for you. Thank you so much once again. Thanks to Fatima from Bangladesh, Jennifer from India, Anna from Vietnam, go Singapore, and Brother Imran from Singapore. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
everybody tuning in and all of you
Yes,
joining
yes.
us today. Look forward to
Thank you.
having
Thank
our
you.
next session and on Thursday. See you then. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
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 Bye.